Hello. So the next step in our checklist is for you to create your offer or to brainstorm your offer. Now, before we get into this, first of all, I want to make clear that it's a work in progress. It's an ongoing kind of like thing that you will be doing as you have conversations with your followers, with your audience, and as you have sales calls, you will learn more about who the people are that are the most likely to buy from you, what are their goals, what are their struggles, and based on that, you will continuously kind of evolve and adjust your offer. So I'll give you an example. I always like to give the example of Miles. Let's look at Miles's Instagram. Jeez, why is my head so big actually? Okay, so Miles. Miles is a handstands coach, yoga teacher, strength, mobility, and control and advanced skills is his thing, is specifically handstands, pincha, back bends. Now, what he learned actually over the past couple of weeks through DM conversations and through sales calls and through the people that he would actually convert into his offers, into his personalized coaching offer, is that 99% of the people who actually buy from him, who join his program, are teachers, movement coaches, calisthenics coaches, yoga teachers, and so on, which he knew that there were yoga teachers in his audience just because he's teaching advanced skills, but he did definitely not know that 99% of his buyers would be yoga teachers. And there's no way that he could have found out about this if it wasn't for the fact that he had all these conversations through his DMs and on sales calls. And that's why this is such an amazing strategy. This is such a great way to sell because unlike if you sell an online course and you just tell people click here to buy and then they go to a sales page and they buy, which is a great way, it has its advantages too, but there is not this one-to-one in-depth conversation and not this process of learning about what you actually offer. So all this to say that your offer will continuously evolve. Obviously, over time, it will evolve less and less as you understand your audience more. But this document here is your place to basically note down what your offer is about. Who do you help? What is the transformation that you help them with? Why this is important? What is your why? Which also I think over time you can know more and learn more about, and we describe everything to you about this why here in this document. And then how, obviously, that is just the modalities that you use. Use this document as a work in progress. Go through it. What's important for you about this document is to understand these are questions that you need to ask yourself and that you need to understand over time more and more as you build your offer with any offer actually, right? Like who is it actually that you help? In the case of Miles, he would have probably said something like movement enthusiasts and advanced practitioners in the past, but now he's like, you know what? Actually, I mainly help teachers, people who teach others, right? Amazing and super incredible learning. Why? Not just because he can now, target his offer more to that particular audience. No, but he can now also create content for that audience, right? So I'm assuming that ever since working together, Miles and I, and have had this finding. I'm hoping actually, Miles, I hope you've been creating content specifically for yoga teachers and teachers in general, coaches, because that is his best audience. That's his ideal customer profile, right? Those are the people that buy from him. And that might mean that he gets less views, but they're going to be more valuable and more high quality, right? This sounds like it's something geared towards teachers. Anyway, so that's it. Work through this document, get an idea. If there are things that you don't know, that's totally fine. Okay. You don't need to fill all of this out, but this is a really good way for you to explore and understand what it is that you're offering in terms of like positioning, right? Like this is the problem that I'm solving. These are the people that I'm working with. These are the people that I'm helping. Here's why I'm doing it, and here's how I'm doing it. Okay, so enjoy this exercise. I think it's very, very, very helpful. And we even give you explainers, like explainers. And do we give you examples? I think there are some examples in there as well. All right, cool. Enjoy. By the way, if in order to use this document, obviously you go to File and then make a copy, and then you can just use it. Okay, cool. Peace.